The clever prisoner pretended to bend down and tie his shoe, quickly scooping up a caterpillar from the ground and hiding it in his pocket. This was the first step in his escape plan. When he got to the workshop, he used tongs to pick up a piece of red-hot iron. While no one was watching, he placed the caterpillar on it, letting it burn to a crisp. Then he carefully collected the ashes. Later, when the warden stepped away, the prisoner swiftly poured the ashes into the warden's water cup and immediately asked permission to use the restroom. The warden waved impatiently, "Hurry back." Sure enough, the warden drank the water without suspicion and soon began clutching his stomach. He rushed to the toilet. As was his habit, he hung his belt on the door hook, with the keyring dangling clearly in sight. The prisoner, who had been waiting nearby, quietly slipped out. Using a bar of soap he had prepared earlier, he pressed it firmly against the keys to make a clear impression. Then he hid the soap on a ceiling beam. But when the prisoner returned to his cell to rest, a cellmate, hoping for a reduced sentence, reported to the warden that the soap was missing and hinted that the prisoner was acting suspiciously. The warden interrogated the prisoner, who firmly denied everything. Although there was no proof, the warden remained suspicious. He ordered the prisoner to be placed in solitary confinement for further questioning. At the critical moment, another inmate stepped forward and testified that the soap had fallen into a drain the night before, temporarily defusing the crisis. Still, the warden didn't give up. When he inspected his keys, he noticed a faint smell of soap and found clear imprints on them, though he couldn't understand why the prisoner would copy the key to the infirmary. The next day, the prisoner managed to retrieve the soap from the beam. He then went back to the workshop, where he used professional tools to carefully carve a functional key. Just as he stepped out, he ran right into a guard making rounds. Thinking quickly, he deliberately picked a fight with a short-tempered, bulky inmate. The two began brawling on the spot. The fight not only helped him avoid inspection but also earned him a good punishment. He was assigned to clean the hallway outside the infirmary. Earlier, the prisoner had accidentally discovered in the infirmary that mixing two specific drugs could induce a death-like state. That was why he had copied the key. A few days later, while cleaning, he pulled the key from where he'd hidden it in his shoe and was about to unlock the door when the warden suddenly appeared. In a split-second decision, the prisoner tossed the key into his mouth and swallowed it, then turned around with his hands up. The warden ordered a full-body search, but the guards found nothing. Still suspicious, the warden wasn't ready to let him go. He commanded his men to force-feed the prisoner a strong laxative. Soon, the prisoner began having bowel movements. The warden ordered an inmate to search through the waste bucket for the key, but after digging for a long time, they found nothing. The next day, that same inmate quietly slipped the key back to the prisoner when no one was looking. Even though he had the key again, the prisoner knew the infirmary was too risky. He decided he had to find another way to escape.